You have just witnessed the traditional ceremonies of welcome, acknowledging that you are now part of this homestead here. And also, the second one was to present their farewell. And upon receiving, he has wished you a good trip, all the blessings, and may good fortune go with you. I welcome you again to the State House. Thank you for taking time to come and visit us. We really get visitors here of this number. But being this is a State House, we have been ready and we welcome you with open arms. I'm told that you were on a trip with a bigger subject that the Pacific communities is trying to address and trying to bring the world attention, which is climate change. I've had meetings with your respective representatives coming here, and they've told me that you'll be visiting our shores. And they said that you were here on a study about the climate change effect into the Pacific. And just a few weeks ago, I met 3 presidents and 2 prime ministers from the Pacific here to discuss issues of climate change. Climate change is something that we in the Pacific has taken on board as the biggest threat there is to our resources, to our environment, and to our future. I'm told there's an island in the Pacific, they're only given a few years, they'll be underwater. The question that I ask is, where will they go? Where will the representative, where will their government go? Is it going to be lost under the sea forever? That's the challenge that we face. I, for one, when I assumed my traditional role as the head of one of the provinces in Fiji up north, one of the first things that I did was I had to make sure that I had to take on the role to champion climate change and its effect. For people in the communities, growing up in the village, we had no worries. We could just plant our own food, and we could go out to sea, get a fish, fresh, scum, cook, and then eat. That was life. But when Fiji joined the Industrial Revolution, that's when things started to change. We missed out on those lives. We missed out on those opportunities. So I had to make sure that it will be part of my quest to tell the world, to show the world what we are facing. So I took the first step. I had to change the way we do our traditional way of living. I had to ensure that the protection of their mangroves, of their fishing areas, of their reefs, of their resources was to be paramount to them. And then working with the NGOs, WWF came to assist me in my quest. They helped me take the message down to the community, and it came from the community. They went down to the community came in numbers to support the idea that we had. For now, we have protected areas. We have what we call taboo areas. Taboo areas, that's a no-go zone. That's 20-year areas for taboo areas. And other areas that has been protected. That is for sustainable resource management. Because we know Fiji's population is increasing as well the world's population is increasing. At the rate of the development that we are going, there come a time, our future, we'll have a food shortage, we'll have difficulties of these changing weather patterns. So in Fiji, we have taken that first step to address our climate change. Even our government, our Prime Minister, is now in Lisbon discussing issues on climate change. In 2017, I had to attend the COP23 in Bonn to go and pitch, to have one of my, the Great Sea Reef up in Wiliame to be recognized a Ramsar site, to be protected and to be marketed to the world to see that we have gone that far to protect our resources. My message to the world is, we may not have the economic power, we may not have the military might, we may not have the resources, but we have something that the world doesn't have. We have the Blue Pacific and its resources. And this is what I call, this is the last frontier. And so for you to come and visit and learn and see, when you go back to your own countries and take back what you know and go and do it in your own countries, I know we'll have a safe planet in the years to come. And I take this opportunity again to thank you. Thank you on behalf of my wife, my kids, and members of this household for visiting us today, to come and present your iTautau and your sevusevu, which really means this is how we do it in the Pacific. So you're going to save the Pacific Ocean. Enjoy and take back good stories. And we hope that you will come back and visit the Pacific Ocean in years to come. You know how I do.
When you drink finish, then you clap your hands 3 times. Hula, drink, pasta. Hula! Hula!